Welcome back to Caffeine and Clarity, where we sip on life's messiness and see what wisdom bubbles up. This is the place where you can bring your whole self, the polished parts, the messy middle, and all the questions you don't ask out loud. And no, you are not alone. Today's sip of clarity, it's a big one. And it started with a cup of tea, not coffee, because I needed something softer to hold a very uncomfortable thought. And that thought was this: why is the I don't need a man movement so loud right now? I mean, I get it. I do. After a breakup, especially after divorce, it's easy, maybe even necessary to go through a season of no thanks, I'll take care of myself. I've been there. Single, not looking to mingle, and honestly, thriving. But the truth is, it takes two to make something work, and two to wreck it. We all play a part in the creation and the destruction of all of our relationships. And when mine ended, I knew I had work to do. Self-reflection, self-correction, and self-respect. Before I even considered dipping a toe back into the dating pool. But here's what I never did. I never looked at a man and thought, there goes one of those creatures with a small elephant trunk. Okay, maybe once strictly for comedic relief, but truthfully, writing off all men always felt like overkill. Like, yeah, some weren't for me, sure, but maybe they were right for someone else. And here's something interesting. Psychologists have found that when we generalize negative experiences, like saying all men are terrible, it can actually slow down our healing. Because instead of focusing on the specific choice we made, we push the blame outward and stop short of the deeper reflection. It feels protective, but it keeps us stuck. So maybe the real question isn't, why are men so useless? Maybe it's, why did I choose the man I chose? Oof. That one hits a little bit deeper, doesn't it? We don't like asking that question because it turns the mirror back on us. And sometimes what we see is hard. Believe me, I know. I was there. We saw the red flags. We heard the warning bells. But we hoped we could love them into being better, calmer, kinder, whole. And here's the kicker. People don't change unless they want to. And a lot of the time, they don't even believe they need to. That part, that's on them. But the choosing, that's on us. And until we get honest about why we made that choice, what we ignored, what we craved, what we tried to fix in ourselves through them, we'll keep repeating the same story, just with a different face. I read a study once that said it takes the average person 6 to 7 relationships before they recognize their core patterns. 6 to 7, which means most of us are out here repeating the same lessons until we finally pause long enough to connect the dots. So no, I'm not here to defend men. They can do that on their own. I'm definitely not here to bash them either. What I am here to say is this: hating men doesn't heal women. It just spreads the same toxicity we're trying to escape. And isn't healing supposed to be about something better? Let's choose growth. Let's choose honesty. For goodness sakes, let's choose ourselves. Not in spite of them, but because we finally know what we need. So, your sip of clarity today is this. Before you blame the whole species, ask yourself why you made the choice you did. Not to blame yourself, but to reclaim yourself, your standards, your healing, your joy. We've all made mistakes in love, every single one of us. But those mistakes only carry weight if we use them to grow. If we let them shape us into wiser, kinder, stronger versions of ourselves. And that's the part that makes it all worth it. So, if you're sitting there with your tea or coffee, wondering about the choices you've made, just remember, you're not broken. You're becoming. And that, my friend, is worth trusting. Thanks for sitting with me. And until next time, breathe deep, sip slowly, and keep listening in.